Welcome to Moreton Island,
where we come to escape the fake.
The very first part of your Moreton Island adventure begins online. Head on over to the Moreton Island Adventures website and book your return trip across on the MyCat. Generally, we book the earliest barge we possibly can, and this always involves a stop off at the Caltex close to the ferry terminal. From here, it's just a matter of checking in, waiting in line, and seeing who's heading over to the island with you.
So boys, how are we feeling?
We've always said that getting to, from and around Moreton Island is half of the adventure. The MyCat operates on a demand-based timetable, so during the busy periods they can run up to 5 times per day. And during the quiet times they generally don't run at all on a Wednesday and only run once per day on other days except Friday and Sunday when they run twice. We do recommend that you book well in advance to get the best travel times. Who wants to leave the island at 10 p.m? Not me. Bookings are essential for both passengers and vehicles on the MyCat, and the most popular ferries generally book out around 5 months prior to departure. So if you're planning on taking your 4-wheel drive over for a weekend or a long weekend during summer, we recommend booking at least 4 weeks in advance to get the best ferry. Airing down is extremely important, and you must do this before you reach the island. We use our Max Tracks in deflate to help speed up the process.
I am here in the bridge of the MyCat with the old fella that drives boats, aka the captain, Paul. He's just been showing me around all these bits and bobs here and some really interesting stories that go behind Rachel, Elizabeth, Catherine and Jane, for example.
So the vessel has 4 engines, 4 V12 Caterpillars, each 750 horsepower. And they decided when they built the vessel, the original owner had 4 granddaughters, Elizabeth, Rachel, Jane and Catherine. So they actually named the engines after each of the granddaughters, so that made them easy to identify. And even Caterpillar service in Brisbane go by the names.
Oh wow.
Not the serial numbers, they know them by the names.
That is awesome.
So we call up and we say, hey, we've got a problem with Rachel, and they know exactly who Rachel is. You can have a seat.
Check this out. You can steer the ship, and you can even steer from here. Oh, does it suit me? What do you think? What do you think? You might as well lay down and have a snooze.
Hey, we'll get your hat.
One thing everybody has to do when they're on board the MyCat is order a smiley face pie, and don't leave it too long because they sell out pretty quick. Arriving at Moreton Island is truly spectacular. You'll glide right past the Tangalooma wrecks, and if you're lucky you might even spot a dugong or two.
Who doesn't love an island getaway? We sure do, and Moreton Island is right at the top of that list for us. So much to do, so much to see, so much to explore, and so many different options for people deciding to stay on the island. We're going to show you around the Castaways glamping tent, something a little bit different for us. You'll find Castaways on the northwest side or part of the island in Bulwa.
From the minute you step inside, you'll notice that these are a unique combination of hotel room and tent. There are neatly made beds, there's an ensuite, a hard floor, there are even lights, but there are no power points and the whole structure is made out of canvas. You even need to unzip the windows and the doors. And if you're lucky, there might even be champagne and brownies on arrival.
When you book your stay here at Castaways, you get access to the camp kitchen, and there's even a laundry if you need it. The tents are nestled in these beautiful gardens, making you feel like you're in your own little oasis. You'll find this bird bath down the back of the grassy area just outside the camp kitchen, and I was told just before that kookaburras have been seen doing backstroke right here. This is the well-appointed camp kitchen. Here you'll find 3 fridges. Each tent has been allocated 2 shelves. You can actually order food from Castaways and they'll bring it for you, place it in the fridge uncooked so you can cook it yourself. One of the best places to get breakfast on the island is here at Castaways. They are absolutely delicious.
If you don't have a four-wheel drive or camping gear, you might be interested to find out that Castaways offers a VIP transfer service which picks you and your luggage up from the MyCat and drops you back to the MyCat for your journey home. No four-wheel drive or camping gear necessary. But we do have the gear, so we're going to head off now and stay where we usually do. That's camped right on the beach.
Across to Moreton Island, this is generally where you will find us, camped somewhere right on the beach on either side of the island. Yeah. We're fully set up for free camping or off-grid camping, so this works perfectly for us. Yeah. But there are campsites dotted across the island that do have amenities if you need those things.
Cold showers,
yeah,
if you like those things as well. Great in summer, but yeah, not so good in winter.
There are places that you can buy things as well on the island if you leave things behind that are essential. Generally, we recommend bringing everything you need to the island, including fuel.
Yes, definitely fuel. Fill your tanks up before you come across, and look, if you're staying for a long period of time or if you know you're going to be doing a lot of driving, make sure you bring some jerry cans. But in saying that, please be careful when you're filling up your tanks. We don't need petrol all over the campsites on our beaches, so yeah.
Yeah, fuel and water, two things that it's really good to bring across. Yeah. But the water you can get if needed from the shops. The other thing to remember is any rubbish that you have with you, take with you down to the MyCat, because there are big bins down there. You can dump it all before you head
Just down on the southern side of the Rex campground there, so make sure you dump your rubbish as well. Take it all over.
Yep.
We don't want rubbish on the island. No way.
We don't.
Say no to rubbish.
I'd say it's time now for us to show you around the island.
There's a whole lot of exploring to be done here on Moreton Island, and you don't have to walk very far or look very hard before you'll stumble across some of these old war bunkers. These ones are near Cowan, near the airstrip. There's remnants of the war scattered all across the island. You've got bunkers up here on the dunes on the Cowan side or near Cowan. There's even bunkers down in the water and on the sand. If you go across to the other side of the island, there's Rouse Battery. There really is a lot to see, so don't just park up and spend all of your time on the beach. Let's go for a little bit of a wander. You never know what you might find.
Righto, time for us to shoot over to the eastern beach to do some exploring. We're going to take middle track, as you can see here. This is probably the main track to head across the island. There is one a couple up further north, and then you can go right down to Coringal and head around that way, but this is the one that we generally take. We have towed a caravan over here before. Doable, definitely doable. Please do your homework, explore it, make sure you've got a good setup,
capable when
setup.
He says doable, he could do it, but I probably couldn't.
You can't do it. Look, yeah, as I said, do your homework before you go towing a van across here. You can always stay on the western side as well if you're camping with a caravan. Camper trailers, yes, definitely doable, but like I said, capable setup, do your homework and a bit of common sense. So, let's go across.
Let's go!
Let's go explore. Adios! We're on the eastern side of the island. We're down south, heading down towards Coringal. We're going to check out the Rouse Battery walking track.
The Rouse Battery walking track is 10 kilometres and goes from here on the eastern side of the island all the way over to, I believe it comes out near Tangalooma. We're going to show you some of the wall bunkers that are on this side here. We're definitely not walking 10 kilometres and wearing gum boots. Let's go.
Rightio, so I'm going to be your tour guide for this little section of the island.
I have a question, tour guide Chris.
Yes, what?
When was Rouse Battery built?
World War II. World War II. World War II.
Why? Why was it built?
Protect our shores, dude. What do you think? Oh, look. Here's one right here. Look at this.
Was it ever used?
No, it wasn't ever used, darling. Because the war wasn't here.
Go check it out! Oh my gosh, scary. It says welcome with a big arrow.
Where?
Right there. Whoa! Hello! No
Well, no one's going to go, yeah, hello. Come down, come on right in.
No ghosts answered. I don't want to go first.
I have to show you in these bunkers are absolutely amazing. So we raced down. We both raced down to the car, grabbed a light, and now we're going to show you inside.
We both raced down to the car?
Yeah. I'm so puffed. You can go first, honey.
Oh gosh.
Of course, because I'm the tour guide, I'm going to go first.
Sure you are.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
You got that light?
Yeah,
What was that?
Shut up. Actually, it's not that bad. There's a light over on the other side. I'm just not looking around. You can look around.
Here's one of the bunkers. Look at this. You've got little holes up here. I think so they can see there's a grid. You can see some light through there. Come down. Here's a
Sadly, there's graffiti in all of them.
Very sad. I think there's a grid up here. Yeah, you can see that from at the top. Righto. Let's go check out the next one. Run, honey, run!
Do I go?
Whoa, that was really scary. There's the grid.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's where
pretty
we
cool,
were.
isn't it?
It's much less scary from up here. I don't need my light.
You're being a pansy.
Hey, I can see something really cool through these trees.
There's North Stradbroke Island over in the distance.
Oh yeah, that's not what I was looking at, but yeah, that's pretty. Oh, I remember this is the one with the big circle.
Yeah, this is really cool.
This is
this
where
one.
the gun went in that.
Yeah, there was a big cannon that went here.
Cannon gun. Big thing that shoots stuff. This is where we found a box.
Yeah,
it was tin that had a little notepad in it that went around the world, and if you found it, you had to leave it. It was really cool. We didn't know what we were going to find when we opened it up. It's like a treasure hunt.
There you go.
Yeah. I think there might have been less trees. Or maybe that was part of the camouflage. You shoot through the trees.
No, I'm pretty sure the trees went there, honey. It's called overgrown. Okay, because I'm your tour guide, I have to say this. Guys, please be careful and respect this. It's an awesome spot, and look, there's little holes and everything that you can walk into if you're not careful. So yeah, please don't walk backwards with the camera because you could fall into a hole. So
just make your girlfriend go first.
Yeah, honey.
Okay, there's no scorpions or snakes, but I'm not actually looking closely. There's some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Sad, isn't it? Why do people graffiti these things? So how is that? You can turn the light off, honey. We've got enough light out here.
Not scary at all. Now let's try the other side.
The one on this side is actually really cool. It looks like it rotated, maybe. Yeah, so there you go, babe. You've got the gap here, so they could swivel it and have this big gap. Oh, there's a big spider there.
Yep, keep it away. Go, stop.
Yeah, but they could swivel that to have the gap to shoot, and I guess when they're coming under attack, they just turn it around and they'd be fully covered, I guess.
Or they could spitball the dude out on the cannon.
Yeah, spitballing, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, this is the next one. Please remember, keep walking down that track because they are scattered everywhere to your right and to your left. You've just got to really look for them and you'll find amazing old buildings,
Tour guide
bunkers.
Chris,
Yeah.
I have a suggestion. If you have children in tow, do not let them run ahead of you and explore on their own.
No.
It's a bad idea.
This is why I'm with Miriam, because I'm the big child here and I'm not allowed to run
allowed
off
to run
and
ahead.
play. So where are we going? Tour guide Miriam.
This way.
I've explored this place so many times and every single time I don't wear shoes.
Ugh.
Oh, it's crazy.
And you get bitten by spiders.
Oh, here you go. Here's another one right over here. Here you go, babe.
Oh, I've got spider webs all over me. Oh my god.
There you go, there's a building just over there. So we'll go explore that in a second.
Oh, okay. Over the spider webs.
Thin air. There you go.
Not thin.
She's seeing things. She goes a little bit cuckoo when she camps for a while.
Spider webs everywhere.
Can I have the light, please?
You can gladly go in front.
I'll check the light. There you go. Ooh.
Look at the moths
look
on
at
the
the
ceiling.
moths.
There's heaps of them.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moths.
Oh, again, it's been painted. See?
Yeah, but these are all freshly painted, hey?
Yeah.
Recommended to wear shoes if you can't.
What's wrong with no shoes? Alright, let's go check out the other side.
As long as I
I'm
don't.
pretty sure it's going to be exactly the same as the other side. Here, can you take the light?
Sure. Do you want me to go down?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I still get nervous. I don't know. There's a whole heap of moths in here as well.
How was that?
Great. It's exciting.
Let's go check out the other one.
Okay.
So we are now going to take you to the coolest one yet. It's right up on top of the hill. Yeah, it must have been where the main watch out and stuff was. Where are you? There you are.
back
Stop
here.
going. Like, yeah, that's better.
Hi.
So keep walking along the Rouse Battery track and you'll get to the top of the hill. It's about a, what, 300 or 400 metre walk. When you get to the top and you see this sign, turn left and head that away because that's probably the,
Follow the sign.
yeah, the best bunker yet.
Oh.
Don't you spider web, darling.
Oh, stop with your mocking me. I don't like spiders or spider webs.
Righto, where are we at now? To
This is a really cool one. This is on top of the hill. I'm not even going to explain it to you. I'm just going to show you.
Yeah, this is the one that you cannot miss.
It's got these little windows where they used to point their guns out or look out. I don't know.
And this is such a cool view up here.
You can kind
There
of
you
see up there.
go. Look at this one. And you can sit on the top and have a cold one, if you have some with you. Look at that.
Well, hi there. Welcome to my humble abode. I got a pretty good view. You can see all the way along. It's really cool.
It's like a bar. Honey, can I have a big head, please?
Sure, no worries. Actually, there's a 4X gold down there.
Oh, really? Did people leave rubbish here?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, seriously.
And there's like an old chimney kind of thing over there. It looks like you could possibly have a fire if you wanted to.
Yeah, very cool anyway.
Yeah, it's
We'll
really
take
cool.
up the top. How cool is that?
It's pretty cool.
There's North Stradbroke Island, way, not on your head, but way down that way, so. Yeah. 360 views, how's that? We've always wanted a house on top of the hill with 360 views. This is us.
Told you, it's your accommodation for the evening.
Very cool.
As far as we're aware, this is all there is to see in this area. But there is something on this island hidden that we are determined to find, and once we do, we'll share it with you. And don't forget about the other bunkers on the other side of the island as well. There's heaps. All you have to do is go looking for them.
And after all that exploring, it's time to head off now and set up camp.
What's for dinner, honey?
Well,
This is behind the scenes. This is like,
they were kebabs on sticks, and I took it all off the sticks, so it's kind of like a stir fry, mixed in with cauliflower rice. And my arm is aching from holding my elbows up so high to do all the stirring. This kitchen is high.
it's not that high.
Kind of is. There we go.
din dins are ready.
Good morning all, and what a magnificent morning it is. Moreton Island has seriously turned it on for us this morning. Alright, we have just pulled up to North Point. We're going to take you guys on a bit of a tour. We got the rock pools over there, we got the little lighthouse, we have the epic surf beach, and we have the absolutely magnificent honeymoon bay. So,
And we've got it all to ourselves.
let's go check it out.
This is an absolutely beautiful part of Moreton Island. You don't need to be waiting for too long before those waves come crashing over the top, and if you're game enough you can even sit there, we have done that in summer, and have the waves crash over your head. The waves can be quite powerful, so be careful, use common sense. If you head on up to the Cape Moreton Lighthouse, you'll come across the Information Centre, which is a bit of a surprise to some people, but a great place to come and have a read about the island. And it's really good if you've got younger kids as well. There's lots to see and do inside. The lighthouse is a great place to come for a quick history lesson. It was built in 1857 by the New South Wales government. If history is not really your thing, turn around and see if you can spot some whales. Every lighthouse has its history, and this one is no different. I definitely recommend coming up, having a look around and reading these signs here. If you have a look over here, you'll see a commemorative plaque of Mary Ann Griffin. She was the wife of Thomas Griffin, who worked as a lightkeeper here from 1869 to 1883.
As I mentioned before, there are plenty of campgrounds to choose from here on Moreton Island. Some have amenities and some don't. There are campgrounds on both sides of the island, so do your homework before booking.
I'm standing here at the Rex campground, which is directly opposite the Tangalooma Rex, which is right where the MyCat leaves and arrives. So if you don't have a four-wheel drive, you can simply hop off the MyCat and walk right across the beach and camp here. A lot of people don't like camping because they don't want to have to dig a hole in the ground. Well, at this campground, you don't have to.
Ben Ewer Campground. Now this place brings back some memories. The parents used to hire a troop carrier with my uncles and aunties and cousins. We used to pack into it, jam-packed into it like sardines, and trot on down to here and camp out here for a few weeks at a time. Epic memories. Check this place out.
There's plenty to see and do here on Moreton Island, and you don't need a four-wheel drive to experience it all. You can actually book one of many tours before you walk onto the MyCat. So you walk on, walk off the other side where the tour operator will pick you up, and you can do anything, snorkelling, sandboarding, to general exploration of the island.
But once again, we're fully equipped and we like to explore on our own. We've spent quite a bit of time over the past years exploring this island.
Where are we going?
Can't you believe we're wrecked?
Where are they?
Oh, just over there.
Oh, yeah. How you going, girl?
Plenty more to see and do on Moreton Island than what we've shown you in this video. We do suggest that you head down to Coringal, have a beer at the Gutter Bar, climb Mount Tempest, check out Eagers Creek and just explore the island for yourself. We always find that time flies on Moreton Island, and before you know it, you'll be making your way back to the MyCat, getting ready to head back to Brizzy. Almost always making plans for a return trip before you've even left.